All right, we have been listening to Lieutenant General Mark Milley at Fort Hood, the U.S. Army commanding general, who tells us there are 3 casualties, 3 dead, along with the shooter, who's also been killed. He said took his own life. 16 injured, we are learning now. The shooter, he will not confirm the name, but Congressman Michael McCall says it is 34-year-old Ivan Lopez. We are hearing that all of the victims are active military.
That is correct, and there were 16 who were wounded this afternoon. Of course, all military, some at Scott and White Hospital in Temple, others still on post at the Darnell Medical Facility. And
Lieutenant General Mark Milley saying that their concern now is with the families of the injured and the killed. He also said that the soldier responsible for this shooting was being treated for behavioral and mental health issues, that he had reported issues with depression and anxiety. Also, he was a veteran, had served 4 months in Iraq back in 2011.
And he has members of his family living in the Killeen area who are being notified at this time. They are, again, officially not releasing his name, but as we mentioned, the name is out there. Well, this has certainly been another traumatic day at Fort Hood. Central Texans reeling again following another attack on post.
And these are the numbers as we know them right now. The gunman dead, 3 others also confirmed dead, a total of 4. 14 people injured in that shooting. Their conditions now ranging from serious to critical. As we mentioned tonight, Congressman Michael McCall identified that shooter as 34-year-old Ivan Lopez.
All of this happening shortly before 5 o'clock this evening.
That's right, with the gates on the Army post immediately closed at that time, and a lot of people there told to take cover. For those unfamiliar, Fort Hood is about an hour and a half northwest of the Austin area. It is right next to Killeen.
KXAN's Chris Sadeghi live at the front gate at Fort Hood with the very latest. Chris.
Robert, we just wrapped up the press conference here with the commanding general. He talked about a little bit of how this all played out. He didn't have a whole lot of details, but he said that this was a soldier who was at the time being evaluated for possible post-traumatic stress disorder, a soldier who had been in combat, and he opened fire at a medical facility, got in his car, drove to another building. It was there that a female police officer started walking towards him. He put his hands up in the air, but then pulled a gun out and shot himself, dying from a self-inflicted gunshot. There were 3 other soldiers that were killed. All military personnel, no civilians were killed. We do not have any more information on them at this time. And Fort Hood is not even releasing the shooter's name. They say that they want to make sure all families are notified before they do that. And also, the commanding general did talk about the issue of guns on the Army post. He said that they will review how they handle those situations. Right now, on no military installation is military personnel supposed to have personal handguns. The commanding general says if they're on post at all, they have to be registered, but there is no concealed carry. And he said that that's not something he anticipates changing, but they will review their procedures when it comes to checking to make sure people are following those rules. There will be daily updates. We expect the first one to come early tomorrow, and we'll be here for that one, and we will keep you updated with the latest from this tragedy again at Fort Hood. Back to you.
All right, of course, as this is all happening, everyone remembers what happened in 2009. That's when this man, Army psychiatrist Nidal Hassan, walked into a processing center and opened fire. 13 people were killed, more than 30 others wounded. Last summer, Hassan was given the death penalty in his court-martial. He's currently in a federal military prison waiting to have that sentence carried out. Now, immediately when today's shooting happened earlier, an alert was sent out through Fort Hood's electronic and social media systems. This included a message immediately put on loudspeakers across the post.
Doors and windows. Shut off heating, ventilation, and air conditioning.
That video telling people to seek shelter over that PA system. The smartphone video was put on social media today. That's the public address system warning people and families to not leave where they're huddled.
Some fast facts about Fort Hood for you. This is the largest active duty armored post in the United States Army. Population served about 218,000 people. Active duty enlisted officers totaling 50,000 civilian and other employees, close to 9,000 on post. It's home to 2 full divisions, the 1st Cavalry Division and the 4th Infantry Division, and they support 12 additional units there.